I'm only doing one control F. Only one. Venture Cascade is gone. Alright, now top to bottom. Challenges are a great opportunity for me to not read any of this shit. All the old characters, yada yada yada. Lore. This is how the lead mechanic works. You've already heard all this. Guys, we're playing TFT. Quantric's been practicing TFT for a month. He's gonna dominate all of us. These are all the new gems. Controlled Blaze. Supports melee attack skills, providing them with a chance to ignite. Deal more ignite damage for each ignite on them. That's weird. I have no idea what that means. I need the actual tooltip to know what that means. A new Warcry for my helmet, so we can have 5 stacks instead of 4. GG. Rage Vortex Stonks. The first time it's an enemy has the same... Deal added physical damage per trauma. Flat fizz per trauma. Not more damage. Dude, no swords either, so you can't even Paradoxica it? Okay. Fuck this, Bone Shatter. Oh. Yo, more Bleed Bow stuff. Dude, Bleed Bow already had like a 2k to 20k range. It's gonna be like 1k to 40k range. And this. That create minions. Minions created by support skills gained Wakened Fury. And the adrenaline for 10% of their duration. That's how they made it not OP. Up to maximum of 10 seconds. So this means that permanent minions are just gonna have 10 seconds. Like most SRS is like 8 seconds. 10 seconds. Yeah, skeletons it'll last a long time. SRSs don't last very long. I don't think this is good for SRS. Which is good. SRS is already OP as fuck. Supports spells, skills that deal damage with hits and have no reservation. You sacrifice a part of your current life. And additional chaos damage per time life was sacrificed. Orb skills, brand skills, channeling skills. Foul skills are skills used by Touch Minds. This is going to make Blade Vortex do so much damage, I think. It already does a lot of damage. I think it's going to be really good. Unless the tuning is bad, but like, I think it's going to be broken on Blade Vortex Poison. Bellblade. Equal to a percentage. And then if you dual wield, you have the cleave penalty. Don't dual wield. Dual wielding is atrociously bad. This penalty it shouldn't exist. I don't understand it. Like I truly have no idea why this penalty exists on cleave or on this. Like if you want to have the value of 2 dual wield weapons, you can just wear a 2-hander. Because it's double. Poet's Pen. Yeah, maybe there's like some niche scenarios, but like I don't know. Dual wielding fucking sucks in this game for most cases. Outside of like certain weird things like Savior and like Replica Dream Feather, like dual wielding sucks. Oh, the Keystones! Extreme Archaeology. You already know this one. It's the Expedition one, it's sick. Valsiders are rollable, maybe when someone's bosses. 40% chance to contain a random master encounter. Modifiers the chance to grant additional mission, instead apply the chance for a master to be randomly encountered. At 150% of their value. Your maps do not grant missions. 40% chance random. I'm confused. Okay, so 40% random. If I add like 4% for a betrayal mission, is it then 40% random but also 6% betrayal, or is it like increasing the chance that this 40 rolls betrayal? The thing that's weird about this is you can only have one master mission. So like if you roll 40% and it rolls bestiary, it doesn't matter how many things you spent into betrayal, it's gone. Plus 40 for a master, then it rolls specific, and then this works more like the expedition nodes is what you're thinking, where it's like it's not a flat value, it's modifying the chance. Already saw that one for tower defense. Already saw that one for torment spirits. Oh shit, it actually is. Can't spawn unique bosses. Less merging radius as a downside though. Wonder how that's gonna feel. That might actually be useful. Favors at ritual altars randomly cost between 90% less and 80% more. Fuck that. Because ritual's bad. Cannot reroll favors, but you get way more tribute. Yeah, I still don't care about ritual. Valerian Fog never dissipates. We already saw that one. Timeless Conflict. We already saw this one. Harvest. Harvest crops and maps contain only T1 plants. Harvesting crops has a chance to upgrade the tiers of plants of different... I'm not smart enough for this. There's only T1 plants. Harvesting crops has a chance to upgrade the tier of plants of different colors. Second question. What the fuck? Numbers! Numbers! What like, is this like 5%? Like 1%? Like 50%? Because like what this means is I need to walk around the entire harvest, check what every single plot is, and then do the one that I don't like first. Like go do like a blue one first so that all my yellow ones have a chance to be full T2. But I mean, we'll see what this is. I have no clue if it's going to be good or not. Fortune Favors the Brave applies an additional option. More cost. Kind of cool. League map crafting options also choose 3 random notable Atlas passive skills associated with that league to treat as allocated. This one is insane for... Oh, it's 3. Fuck, it's so close to insane for Essence. Because Essence travel nodes, you don't care about at all. But like, if you don't get the +1, like there's some that are really important. But this might be really good for Essence. I mean, for League Start, I'm just gonna spec Essence anyways, because like in self-found, I can't afford this. This is expensive. But in Trade League, I could for sure see this stuff. Modifiers the quantity of items found in your maps instead of by the rarity of items found in your maps at 300% of their value. So you're sacrificing all like div card farming, your map sustain is totally bricked, but you might get like a ridiculous amount of uniques. I don't know, I think it's probably bad. Because like an end game Magic Find map is like 250 quant, 250 rarity, usually with altars and stuff. Instead it would be 0 quant, but what, 1,000 rarity? And there's DRs for these things. Like going from 0 to 300 rarity is not the same as going from 300 to 600. So I feel like this, unless I'm dumb and don't understand how this works, you're just gonna get less uniques with this because no quantity. I'm not sure. All possible league map options are available while 6 gateways are allocated. That is some opportunity cost, but it makes sense. If you want something, you can get it always. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not surprised by this. Oh. I hate this. Fuck rare monsters. They didn't like SRS. 100 units is like... That's not that far. That's like barely off screen. Technically that's on screen in the corners. I can't wait to watch someone fail to kill a rare monster with life regen, Archnemesis, in Sanctum, and they have to log out of the floor. Adjusted for Ruthless, GG. Love Sanctum still, hopefully it's still good reward-wise. Toxic Sewer, Waste Pool, both gone. Absolutely fucking in shambles, Righteous Fire players. Wow, that's bad. Dude, fuck Self-Found. Jesus. It's already so hard to get Self-Found crafts. Definitely not going to be relying on multi-mod at all. If this was changed because of the new Atlas node, that actually means that these are they're truly considered bosses. Like when you roll like unique bosses, like there's 2 unique bosses on like the map, for example, it's not actually 2 bosses. The second one that you kill, or is it? It's the first one that you kill, right? Like it doesn't get all of like the boss modifiers. Like when you have like 3% chance for like this and all this, like these don't like proc because they're not the final map boss. Although, like, wouldn't final still imply that you have to kill all of them and it's just the last one? I'm not sure why that word needed to be changed. I don't know. I'll have to play it to see what that means. Yo-ho! No reflect on boss side areas, Logan. Oh shit, they're adding... This is interesting. New map cluster partially compensates for loss of ships and valleys and seeds. It provides... Final map boss has a 5% chance to drop an additional connected map. Like before, this connected map stuff was only ever travel nodes. I wonder if they fucked with the travel nodes. Oh, Sean C got changed. We'll see what this means. Be followers of what? Wait, 30% more div cards? Like start magic finding? Yeah, this might be big for magic finding. Like Beyond Juice was really powerful. And this might make it better with that Keystone as well, we'll see. But you need sextants for it, like you have to have sextants for it. You can just put an extra spirit in there. Alright. New Valslide area clusters. Unique bosses in Valslide areas act as if they did an incursion league and just kill you. Okay. Another adjacent map drops chance. Small outfit skills been added around hunting season archaeology tour. Oh, that's just a travel node got added. Which, I mean, this means there's still travel nodes that do this. That wasn't removed at least. Oh, so they nerfed 5 ways a bit. They nerfed 5 ways a lot. So a normal 4-way farming strategy is now much level 81, whereas before I think it was a bit higher. But this is higher to compensate. I think for normal Legion use, none of this really matters. It's just like 5-way farming got nerfed. Which, I mean, it was bad content. I don't think anyone would argue that it was good for the game. Like, it was bad. Surprised they deleted it, but it was bad. Yeah, there's going to be less timeless jewels in the market because of that, that's true. At least in softcore. Hardcore, there weren't really that many farmers anyways. The number of kills required to gain rewards has been increased to be more consistent. And Strand isn't on this list. Strand has the highest baseline, like, hidden delirium multiplier in the game. Yeah, I mean, Guardian has potential. I still have no fucking clue what these minions do. But, I mean, I guess we'll get that when the data info comes out. It sucks that this stayed. This time of need, this is such a massive nerf. Like, Guardian being pretty much curse immune, it was a huge perk to Guardian. I loved it. And now it's like, instead of having, like, pretty much curse immunity, you remove a curse every 4 seconds. It doesn't even work on map curses. Like, that sucks that this got nerfed so much. Like, this higher regen, I mean, I would rather this regen not exist and have it and just have this only. That'd be a more powerful node. Like, that kind of sucks, but like, at least they fixed this part for the minions, so you actually can have them on single target. Now all we have to do is figure out what they do. So instead of just being bad, now there's some strength stack merit. Like, maybe, kind of, not really, maybe a little bit. We'll see. I'm still not a huge fan of this whole idea of this Keystone. There's no mention on if this changed or not. If this doesn't work with Exert or Fist of War, I mean, if it doesn't work with Exert, that's whatever, but like, if this doesn't work with Fist of War, it's just like, bad. Wow, they kept this stationary? That's so bad. Like, if this node didn't have the stationary condition, if it was simply nearby enemies fire is 0 against damage over time, that already has a built-in upside and downside. I don't think they get that. Like, not being able to reduce it below 0% is a massive downside. Most fire dot builds shred a boss's resist from positive 50 to like negative 70, but that requires investment. And this would have been like a scenario where instead of investing in that, you just settle for 0%, and then you don't have to invest. And like, that would have been good, but not even OP. But instead, while stationary, like, that's ridiculous. This stuff needs to never be put in the game, ever. It's like, while stationary as a concept should just be scrapped from everything. Oh my god. No, my Scion PDR, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Which has 2 other notables. Stop. Stop. Okay, so just Lava Lash. The other 2 are conditional garbage. New Ignite and Bleeding Duration Cluster to the passive skill tree to the Southwest of Marauder. Bleeding enemies cannot inflict bleeding on you. Like, I think the Bleed Mastery is still in the game, right? You just click moving while bleeding makes you not take extra damage. That is bleed immunity for effectively. Whoa, wait, Harvester of Foes shifted down slightly. probably means this, right? Which doesn't matter. What if it's on like, if we save a travel node for slams, that's huge, we're playing slams. Champion of the Cause and Bannerman move to Lavala's old location. Wait a second. Point saved on Bone Shatter Champion. Holy shit. The square is gone. The square is gone. Dude, oh my god. The square. I mean, this is good for like Defiled Forces Ignite snapshotting, I guess. Dirty techniques changed. Ooh. 15 instead of 10 faster. That's a lot of faster ailment down there. That is a lot. 25% on the full cluster. As for the anoint, for like DD perspective, it's probably pretty equal. Vengeance Cascade's gone, we already made this. That's a lot of PDR. When it comes to physical defense, this is actually like that's kind of cool. Hey, they did nerf time chains. Why is it at all gem levels? Every other fucking curse in the game scales from 1 to 20. Why is it? Why? That's so weird. That's like, yeah. I mean, that's a pretty sizable poison nerf, actually. Did they... What? Did they forget the skill balance part of the patch note? There's legitimately one change. Guys, I got a tweet. I'm gonna do it. It's happening. Anyone find the skill balance section of the 3.22 notes? Mine was missing it. This is... They've never done this before, right? Like, has this ever happened? Except for the one patch where they intentionally, literally, like froze the balance for a patch. Like, this is literally one skill change. Damn, they nerfed this again. Oh, I mean, honestly, like, there's very few balance changes, but poison actually got nerfed a lot. Like, that's actually, like, the two changes that happened are pretty impactful toward poison, because poison was too strong. Like, poison is too strong. And the two changes that did happen actually, you know, hit the ads. Like, that's good. It's not just, like, always go poison no matter what pursuing my target, maybe now? I don't know. It probably still will be a lot. Dude, this is 180%. In 3.18 on the Unveil, 380%. Yeah, Vengeance Cascade too. Yeah, I mean, there's still... Like, some things got nerfed that were OP, and that's good. But, like, what the fuck is this? Holy fuck! 95% less damage, by the way. Yo! I actually like this a lot. Like one of my problems with Ruthless was just the amount of core game changes to, like, that. Like, the original idea for this league was PoE, but, like, you don't get any loot, and, like, leagues are tuned down. It's less rewarding. And, like, I was down to play that, but then there's so many random changes that just make the game worse. Like, less ascendancy points, fucks over a lot of ascendancies that need synergy, and then the Flash changes, the Pantheon changes. There was just so many changes to the game that just didn't need to happen. Like, if it was just scarcity, I would have played it. Quadric! Quadric, log in! Let's fucking go! This was the reason. This was it. Quadric. We saved a passive point. Okay? We saved at least one passive point, maybe two, but at least one. And this? Yo, Snipe was doing way more damage than it was supposed to. This is like fucking 70% more damage. Guys, the bit about Ruthless is probably true still. The reality is, all of this was probably done by one dude. That just has complete control over Ruthless and does whatever he wants. Whereas everyone working on the actual game, they're working on the League instead of the base game, which I feel like is bad. I don't think it's controversial to say that the base game getting good changes and good updates is more important than the league mechanic being good. There's a reason why like 3.17 and 3.18 and 3.13 and 3.9 all had like insane like retention. It's because they're base game updates have a league alongside of it. Smaller, a big patch. I mean, the only thing small about the patch is there's no skill changes. But like they brought Sanctum back and redesigned it. That's good. There's a new lead mechanic. That's normal. They added a bunch of support gems and things to the passive tree. Like there is a lot of stuff that clearly like took dev time to make. But like the main thing is like people want skill changes. Like people want that's important to people, and there isn't any. There's like a super small deserved nerf to poison, and that's it. I mean the meta, I feel like the meta is only stale like in like fucking Self-Found. The reality of the meta right now is like in software trade you can play like 80% of skills. Players are so strong right now with trade league resources that you can just fucking play anything. Which might be one of the reasons why they're not really bothering to make skill changes, because everything's like viable.